what we're doing in the opener here is a review of a couple of things we've done in the past, but they're things that we're going to be using for what we're going to take notes on today. So they'll be useful to us later today. The first couple, we have a fraction, and we want to convert those fractions to a percent. So we have 31 over 45. We want to write that as a percent. So we might say 31 people out of 45 people like math class the best. What percent is that? Okay, that's realistic, right? How do we figure out what percent that is? What are we going to do? Emily?
We first divide 31 and 45, and then you multiply by 100%.
Okay, so we do 31 divided by 45 and multiply by 100%. I apologize here, we didn't give you a whole lot of room, so we can just go underneath with our answer here. What do we get when we type that in?
68.888888.
Okay, and just a bunch of repeating eights.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the directions say to round to, looks like the 100th of a percent. So where is the 100th place, Emily?
It's the third 8.
It's the third 8, right? It's the second number after the decimal. So it's that 8 that I have underlined there, which means we're going to get rid of everything after that. But when I do that, what am I going to have to do with this 8 that I keep?
Make it into an I.
Because?
It's larger than 5. Well, the 8, the number before that's larger than 5.
Not before, but after, right?
Yeah.
So the next number after, first one we got rid of is bigger than 5, so that's going to make this one go up to a 9. So we get 68.89. And don't forget, when it's a percent, put your percent symbol on there. All right, so for the next one, we'll do the same thing. 6 divided by 7 times 100%. And that's going to give us what? Who can help me out with that one? All right, we get 84. Wait, what was it? 81.4?
No, 85.
85. Okay, and we're not going to leave it like that, right? What are we going to do? Okay, we do need to cut stuff off, right? All right, so we round to the hundredths place, so we get rid of everything after the 1, which is in hundredths place, but it is going to stay the same, right? Since the number after that 1 is less than 5. So we get 85.71%. The next couple, we want to find a percentage of a number. So what is 22% of 90? Let's see if you guys remember here. What does the word of mean usually in math? Multiplication, right? So when we want to do 22% of 90, what we're going to do is 22% times 90, exactly. So 22% times 90. And remember, percent means what? Out of 100. So to figure out what this is, 22% means 22 out of 100 or divided by 100. And then of 90 means times 90. So we just punch that into our calculator. 22 divided by 100 times 90. And we get what? 19.8. Now, we've been rounding, but we haven't rounded like this before. It says round to the nearest whole number. What are whole numbers? What does that mean? What place value is the whole number place value? A whole number is any number without a fraction or decimal. So we have to get rid of, in this case, the decimal part of the number. When it says round to the nearest whole number, we're thinking about something like, say, people. Let's say that we're trying to figure out how many people is 22% of 90. We wouldn't say 19.8 people like math class, right? That wouldn't make sense. So instead of saying 19.8, we're going to round to the nearest whole number, which would be the nearest person in that case. And so we're rounding to the ones place, is what we're doing when we round to the whole number. So we round the 9 there and get rid of the decimal, but when I get rid of that 8, what's going to happen? the 9's going to go up. So the 9 goes up to a 10, right? So I get 110. Yeah, so when this 9 goes up to a 10, we can't put a 10 in the 1's place where the 9 is. So we carry the 1 over. And really what we're doing is we're going 1 higher than 19, which is 20. So we just count up by 1 there and we get 20. Next one, we're doing the same type of thing. We want to know what 72% of 78 is. So again, we're going to change the percent to a decimal essentially by doing 72 divided by 100. That's what 72% means. And then of 78 means to do what? Multiply by 78. So we times 78. And we're going to get another decimal. What do we get here? Okay, so again, if we're talking about people, we're not going to say 56.16 people. There's no such thing as 0.16 of a person. So we need to round this to the whole number. And should I round the 1 first? Should I take that 1 and round it up to a 2 before I round the 6? No. All we need to do is check this first number I get rid of, and that tells us what to do with the 6. Is that 6 going to stay the same, or is it going to change? It stays the same. So we get 56 to the nearest whole number.